Fala galera, bem-vindos de volta ao canal. Hoje vamos seguir em frente nesta área de fogo e lava, então vem comigo para continuarmos essa série desse jogo que até agora está muito bom.
Oh, a lava path. Who does this?
I thought it was a union thing. Psh.
beams are being blocked. One. Here we go. I swear, if Thaddeus isn't home.
Look at this mess. You're paying for this mess. Hope you got an inheritance coming. This is one of them for the rest of your natural-born life type debts right here.
I really didn't mean to blow up your porch, and whatever this room is supposed to be. I just came here to talk. My name's Jack.
It's called a parlor, Jack, where you entertain guests. Would have done anyway, had I any actual burning desire to ever have guests. I need some coffee in here. I'm gonna box your ears, I swear. You want any?
That'd be great. I really am sorry. I wish none of this had happened.
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride.
What's a horse?
I don't know. Never seen one. Died out in the early parts of the war. That's what you're here about, right?
I don't need a horse.
No, dummy. The war. You a deserter? You look scared.
What? No, Why would you think that?
Some men's eyes, they got a little bunny in them. Yours do. Hopping around. Maybe not always, but right now. Something's got you scared out of your mind.
We're going to lose the war. No one knows how to stop Sandrak, and I'm afraid of what comes after.
You should be. What he's done to Saren, to Kelthus, he wins, that's what he'll do to everyone. So how's he doing it? Snuffing out the fonts.
You know about that?
Kid, I got scry stones in every damn corner of Aveum. You start seeing ley lines winking out in all the wrong places, gives you pause. If I had to guess, the world's poorer by about 3 fonts.
3. He got to another one?
Oh, yeah. As soon as the font in Rasharn went dark, he must have beelined for the one in Kelthus. His occupation would have made it easy pickings.
They're not really gone. Sandraks absorbed their power using some kind of artifact of Aristea. A binding stone, a Thrutakul. That's why I'm here. The Immortals believe you're the only one that might know what the stone really is.
So, Kirkin still hate me?
I've heard she's not a big fan of yours, but, I mean, she's never mentioned you to me.
Well, you gotta be new then.
No, I've been her student for 5 years now.
Well, she must be working up to it. This binding stone of yours, look like this otherwise innocent bit of business, yeah?
Yeah. It's that bad?
Walk with me. Easier just to show you. Calm your tits. Won't hurt none, promise.
How are you doing this?
With panache. It's called a mind walk. A trick I picked up in Rasharn back in the day.
This is Rasharnian magic?
What about it? Some of the most elegant and creative Magni alive. Oh, don't let King Dipshit and his Confederates spoil the barrel. Let me show you some history. This is Aveum in the time of Aristea. 1,000 years and some change ago.
The wound. It's small.
Yep. Just a teensy thing back then. We Magni hadn't gone buck wild yet. Aristea brought out the worst in us, and it's all because of this thing. A binding stone. They used it to commune with the fonts, and some idiot decided to use it to control them instead. Let's just say things got out of hand. Sandrak's doing the same damn thing. History loves a sequel.
What are we looking at here?
The place they built the binding stone, called a shrine forge. Suspected somewhere in eastern Orman.
You've got to give me something better than that.
What if I could, son? Orman's a damn big place. It doesn't help that it blew itself up some 20-odd years ago. Now, unless you got more questions, we can head back. What's it gonna be?
So that's the big secret of how Aristea fell. Just one more casualty of the Everwar?
The lure of the binding stone was too much. We see magic, Jack. We eventually get greedy. Can't help ourselves but to sink down to our basest nature. Even the mighty Aristea could only keep its head up for a year or two.
A year or two? Their ruins are everywhere, whole cities of them. And they were way more advanced than ours. That can't be right.
Aristea, the bastion of high learning and magical ingenuity, capable of miracles uncountable. They're Magni demigods among men. Yeah, that what you're talking about?
Well...
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Getting too close to magic turns us all dead stupid. It's like the Everwar's our natural state of being. Despite everything you've been told, Aristea was just a blip.
When the Aristea used the Binding Stone to commune with the fonts, what happened?
They all about turned into little penisods in a matter of days. Spread their new magic know-how like brushfire until they were pulling cities out of the ground like it was nothing. Bunch of idiots. Who cares that it was causing the wound to grow at an exponential rate? Oh, they'd fix that later.
Fix it later. We haven't changed.
Not 1 inch.
I need to get back to the Palathon. Tell them what I found out.
Fair enough. Wait a minute. You feel that?
Feel what?
Someone's in here with us. Hold on.
What?
Stay out of my way, Jack.
Get down, kid!
Ah! No!
Son of a bitch!
Thanks.
Go on, go after her!
I'm not leaving you here.
I'm done for, kid. She was in our minds. She gets away, Sandrak will know y'all are gonna go after the Shrine Forge.
Gotta catch her. the ley line. Hurry it up, Jack. Come on. She's over there.
Libertates! Revelações Aveum.
Please don't be you. How are you alive?
No, don't.
Why didn't you try to find me?
Don't do that.
Do what?
Ask me a question you won't accept the answer to.
How can you be with them?
That's the one.
I can't believe it.
Jack, report in, soldier.
Yeah, I'm here, sir. I found out the Binding Stone was created in a shrine forge somewhere in eastern Orem. No exact location, but it's a start. Bad news is, I think Thaddeus died helping us find that out. I'm sorry, sir. I know you two were close.
Don't blame yourself.
I had a tail. Sandrak will know we're coming for the Shrine Forge.
That just means we'll come heavy. Return to the Palathon for mission planning.
I see how it is. You're not going to even ask if I'm okay, or explain why my bloody face got pulled through a Farkle stone, or how you're evidently pals with an Alori now.
Buddy, since I set out on this mission, I've had my politics questioned, my pants criticized, told my eyes were full of bunnies, and...
And what?
Oh, it's... nothing. It's just been a lot, you know? We'll catch up when I get back.
This is insane. The surface of Eastern Orem is an endless desert. We'll never find the Shrine Forge this way.
I'll switch back to the islands just above the Tempest Lair.
The conquering hero returns.
Hey, hero. See if you can make out anything but sand.
Really with this? Already?
Why are we looking at sand?
Thaddeus gave me the history of Sandrak's Binding Stone. As you say, sir, it's some real end-of-time shit. The Aristea couldn't survive it, so our chances are on the wrong side of zero. Before he died, Thaddeus told me that the Shrine Forge used to create this Binding Stone was...
Under all that sand.
Maybe. He didn't specify whether it was on the surface, which is completely blasted by magical fallout, or the islands above, which stretch out forever west.
Wait a second. Did you say Thaddeus died?
Yeah, the Hand of Sandrak was following me. Had a team of Nightblades with her, and...
What matters now is that we have a location for a location. And that's better than yesterday. We find this Shrine Forge, we're one step closer to finding some weakness in Sandrak's hold over the Binding Stone.
I'll break out our scrying records on Rasharnian troop movements in Orem within the last year.
You know, they say one after effect of being inside a massive volcano is dehydration.
I'm just tired.
Get some rest. Narrowing down this search to anything actionable is likely to take all night.
I might have an idea on how to shorten that.
This was extraordinary work, Initiate.
Thank you, sir.
Jack, hold up. Zendara's right. You do the Immortals proud, my friend. And it's great to see you back in one piece after that whole adventure.
Thanks, Dev. It's good to see you too.
Just now, when you were telling us about Thaddeus, I noticed something might have been distracting you.
Really? Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
Your face at one point, it was like you'd seen a ghost. Forgive me for prying. I'm sure you've got a lot on your mind after all you've been through recently.
I saw someone I used to know, and she's in trouble. Look, this isn't the place, but I'll fill you in when I can.
What kind of trouble?
This is not the place.
Oh, right. Right you are.
And, keep it to yourself, okay?
Why would you even have to ask that?
You can't be serious.
Point? I promise to keep it to myself. Also, I'm so very sorry if I embarrassed you in front of your Ilori friend. Is friend the right word? I know I embarrassed myself.
His name's Rook. But one thing at a time, Devin. I gotta head out.
You heard the Grand Magnus. Return to quarters, get some rest.
I haven't forgotten. I still owe you a conversation about Sandrak having been an immortal. But finding the Shrine Forge is priority 1 right now.
Luna's alive. What am I supposed to do with that? Ambassador Damley?
Hello, Jack.
So what does the Royal Advisor do with the Palathon exactly?
On paper, I'm here to uphold the interests of the royal family and counsel the Grand Magnus on the Immortals' role in the Everwall.
I hear a but in there.
But, since Kirkin has enough authority in Lucium now to ignore me, I just skulk about, raiding the Palathon's wine collection and writing spicy letters of fabricated intrigue to the court back home.
I don't buy it.
You caught me. Since the Grand Magnus refuses to let me in, I must resort to simply spying on all of you. I'll be very discreet.
How widely known is it that Sandrak was an immortal?
Too widely for the Crown's liking. Still, given his record and years of service to Lucium, it's hard to hide it without resorting to somewhat amoral magic.
I spent 5 years in the Lights Army with Kirkin as my mentor, and I had no idea.
Losing him was a blow. He was a hero to Lucium. Rasham's strongest son, fighting against the corruption of his homeland. Many thought he would win us this war.
Until he became the war. So why did he quit and rejoin Rasharn?
Only one person in the Palathon knows that, and I can guarantee you she won't tell.
I hear Kirkin's the only one keeping us from surrendering to Rasharn.
You wound me, Jack. Who do you think convinced the king to speak with her in the first place? After Nocia, confidence in the Palathon's ability to wage this war...
Got shaken a bit?
It cratered.
Ouch.
Kirkin and I have our differences, but we both agree that it's crucial for the king to have faith in a Lucian victory. Ask Kalthus what Sandrak's peace looks like.
How well did you know Kirkin's predecessor, Thaddeus?
Not at all. His tenure was a long time ago. By all accounts, the Palathon and Lavenry enjoyed a less contentious relationship then. Grand Magnus Thaddeus was very popular in the capital.
Really?
His resignation from the Immortals was a bit of a scandal for reasons I'm not privy to. Naming Kirkin as his replacement caused a few raised eyebrows as well, but the royal family traditionally avoids interfering with the hierarchy of your order.
I have to go, Ambassador. How are you even alive?
Story for another day.
It's the Mind Walk, isn't it? The spell went crazy, and now you and I can do this.
I think so.
How much can you see?
Nothing really. I see you, and the rest is just colors that can't hold their shape. I can only hear you too. Don't worry, I can't spy on you or sneak into your war room.
No, it's not that. I kinda just wanted you to see this room. The one they gave me, it's crazy awesome. Super big.
When you look glum like that, it reminds me of when the Upbridge gang stole your shoes.
Don't. Don't bring up Saren. Not like that.
Tell me, have you ever seen the color salamine? It only exists in Rashan. It's one of the first things I noticed when they took me here.
Just stop, Luna. Rasharn doesn't have its own colors.
But it really does. Come visit me. You'll see.
How can you even ask me that?
Because I miss my best friend. I want you to see what I've done here, who I am now. I have that farm I always used to talk about. Can you believe it?
Rasharn almost killed you, Luna. I thought they did. For years. I thought you were dead.
It's like when you nap too long out in the sun. When you open your eyes, everything's kind of blue, but all mixed in. Imagine that, and put a pearl inside. That's what the color salamine looks like. You don't get it, do you, Jack? All you are is angry. I'm trying my best not to get angry. Angry that the next time we see each other, one of us is going to kill the other. I just wanted us to talk and forget about that for a minute or two.
Luna, wait! Hello?
Rise and shine, friend. Kirkin needs everyone in the war chamber.
Did we find the Shrine Forge?
We might be close. I brought in a specialist to help crack the case.
A specialist in Shrine Forges?
No. In Orman.
Are they named Kenzie?
Up and at 'em, sleepyhead!
I was just taking Kenzie here to meet Zendara. I predict they'll get along famously, don't you?
Wait, not yet. Wait for me.
Can you believe it? The anarchist has set aside her disgust of military institutions long enough to help us out.
Oh, no. There's still plenty of disgust.
Would you two cut it out? They're waiting for us.
Now, Kenzie, I appreciate our verbal fencing about the rabble's pillow-fisted outrage against the gentry, but the very large one there, she's actual royalty, so maybe not so much.
Maybe none.
Look, I'm here because I want the Rasharnians out of my home, not to make nice with some princess that thinks... Oh, my.
I see. So it's all eat the rich until someone gets the vapors.
Welcome to the Palathon, Kenzie of the Sky Tribes of Oramin. The Kingdom of Lucium is grateful for any help that you can give us.
You bet. Are you scrying the entirety of Oramin at the same time? You'd need hundreds of scrying constructs to pull this off.
Thousands.
No wonder the rest of the kingdoms think Lucians are always lurking in the shadows. The amount of border alliance and factions here is... even for wartime.
Yep, it really is an impressive feat of modern arcano engineering, but moving right along.
You mispronounced invasive.
When's the last time Orman even pretended to be at wartime?
You're looking at her.
It's okay, Zendara. Kenzie's right. I'll submit a formal apology to Oramin's High Council the next time they convene, at Nosea.
In case you hadn't heard, Sandrak destroyed Nosea, so she's being...
I heard.
Oh, so you did catch the shade. Very good.
You're looking in the Tempest layer? That's the wrong place. Those islands are the newer ones. You gotta look underneath, where the first islands were dislodged.
We checked. There are no Aristean ruins on the surface of those.
Who said anything about the surface? The Aristea love an underground temple.
Flip it.
You're shitting me.
See? I did have a good idea. Bringing her in, I mean.
Ley lines are too unstable in that storm. And they will have powered down their portals. There's only one way we say hello.
Get prepped for a combat drop.
You heard the Grand Magnus. Grab your gear and head to the airship docks.
I'll tell Captain Selko it's go time, and to have his lance of strikers ready.
So, what should I do?
Shall we save you a seat on the assault craft?
No, still not my war.
Ah, well.
Go time, huh?
Indeed. Just drafting a letter to my brother before we leave. One that suggests that we're really very absolutely confident about ending Rashawn's reign of terror at any moment now. I don't know if I could say that with a straight face on a Farkle.
You should feel confident. The Shrine Forge? It means we're finally on our way to closing the gap with Sandrak.
You're right, of course. And I forgot how long writing letters actually takes me anyway. I have to go back and cross out all the adverbs and exotic punctuation. My dead father thought an over-reliance on adverbs would be the death of language one day. And there was no greater hate in his heart than what he reserved for semicolons. I feel him staring at me even now, judging my every turn of phrase, my love of the M-dash. Maybe I should just call my brother from the assault craft and avoid the punishment.
You're just nervous about the combat drop.
You've got a keen eye, my friend.
Hey, going with?
Yeah, I'll pass. The ooh-rah stuff is all you guys.
We don't say that. You know, come to think of it, we don't have an official battle cry.
It eats at you, doesn't it?
I do really kind of want to yell something now and then, if I'm being honest. So, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Stick around a bit and take a tour of the place. Uncover some more proof of Lucian meddling in other kingdoms' state secrets, that kind of thing. I'll see if maybe your boss lady will show me what other fun, off-the-books magical surveillance doodads you guys use to keep us safe without consent.
I won't.
Sigh. Okay, sport. Get what's storming the Shrine Forge.
Any pointers on a combat drop, sir?
Didn't you do simulations in War College?
I didn't, go to... See, I was more of a lucked into the whole war kind of guy.
Then hope the luck holds. It'll be a long way down.
Sir, if you want to talk about Thaddeus at some point, I'll be there.
Noted.
Just putting it out there. Losing people is...
The dead can wait. Now go meet up with Captain Selko. You'll be closing in on the Shrine Forge within the hour. Get me a way to destroy that binding stone, soldier. It's time we turn this around.
You got it. Gotta find Selko.
Mas antes disso vamos encerrar o episódio de hoje, que foi cheio revelações, que eu já tinha desconfiado, mas vamos ver esse desenrolar dessa história. Espero que estejam curtindo nossa aventura no Immortals. Se você gostou do vídeo, não se esqueça de deixar o seu like para dar aquela força, se inscrever no canal se ainda não fez isso, e ativar o sininho para não perder os próximos episódios. Muito obrigado por assistir e até o próximo episódio.